In a previous video, I reviewed the Oracle LED side markers for the C6 Corvette. Recently, our friends at Vette-Lights released their own version of LED side markers. I'm going to show you the differences. Here we go. Okay, this one is for my Corvette friends. As you probably know, Oracle Lighting makes some really good products, without a doubt. I've been really happy with them, including the LED side markers that I installed on my C6 Corvette and did a video about in, I think it was 2018. And I got them from Vette-Lights. I get almost all of my Corvette lighting needs from Vette-Lights. And don't forget to hit the special link below. You can get your own discount in the checkout. See the description. And Vette-Lights just recently came out with their own version of LED side markers, and they sold out almost immediately. But I still managed to get my hands on a set so I can compare them with the Oracle versions, because there are differences. So let's start with the unboxing first. Well, they look pretty good here. Now, here's the details from Vette-Lights. This is the lens of, obviously it's smoke, but you can get it in clear. And the light color is correct, being amber in the front and red in the rear. And they are ultrasonically sealed to be waterproof. They got a built-in CAN bus controller. And they are 3 times brighter than the stock filament bulb side markers. And of course, they are plug and play without any modifications. They look pretty good. Let's see how they compare to the Oracle version. Now here's the differences between the Oracle and the Vette-Lights. I've got the Oracle on the top and the Vette-Lights on the bottom. The Oracle is not DOT compliant, but the Vette-Lights is DOT compliant. The Oracle has a clear lens to see the individual diodes clearly, but the laser has a reflective diffuse lens, and that's how it meets DOT compliance, and it won't show the individual diodes as clearly. Now, the Oracle has a 2-year warranty. The Vette-Lights Laser has a 1-year warranty. But here's where it starts to get really interesting. The Oracle starts at $197 on average and can go up to $430 depending on the finish that you want. For example, I've got the ghosted and painted black version, and that costs $430. Now, laser here is in the low to mid 100s before discounts. And as I mentioned before, don't forget to hit the link in the description to get 10% off your Vette-Lights order. The discount is shown at time of checkout, so you got to go all the way through the buying process to see the discount, but it'll be there. Back to the parts. Oracle requires paintwork to get the blacked out look, which is what I did, but the laser will give you a near blacked out look without the paintwork. Now, paint is the only true way to get them completely blacked out. So here they are on the bottom side, and as you can see, the tab on the Oracle broke off. And these are reinforced a little bit, so you got to be really, really delicate with these. I'm going to have to use some double-sided tape to hold that in place. Now, there's another difference that you probably noticed between the two, and that is the connectors. The Oracle has a built-in connector that is soldered in. The Vette-Lights version does not. It has this connector right here. So here's what you need. You need this piece right here, and this is what comes with your factory side markers. The bulb goes in there, and then the factory harness that goes to the rest of the vehicle goes in there. Now, here's the funny part is that I sold mine when I sold my original side markers when I installed the Oracle side markers. So I had to go out and buy some more. They're about $6 a piece, and the part number is LS112, or the GM part number is 123-35815. Best price I found in a hurry was, of course, on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. So here's how this works. You take this connector here, and you just pop it in there into the plug. You make sure you get it good and snug, and you get the polarity right. And then you just put it in there, and there you go. Just like that. So let's hook them up to my power supply, fire them up, and see what they look like. Okay, so here's the Oracle. And again, these are black and ghosted, so you're not going to be able to see any of the LED lights until they're actually lit up. So it's pretty stealthy. You can see each individual LED. Let's check out the Vette-Lights. So there you can see that the LEDs look like they're set back a little bit. You can see how they shine through a little bit more around the outside of the LED line. It looks a little bit more like a cross between the Oracle here, ghosted in black, and factory. You can see more yellow instead of just a single line. It reflects through. It doesn't look bad at all. It looks pretty good. Okay, let's check out the rears. This again is the Oracle. Same type of thing, just obviously, instead of orange, it's red. And now here's the Vette-Lights. Okay, let's install these. So I got them hooked up. Installation is just a matter of gently popping them in. So there you have it. That's what the rear looks like. And that's what the front looks like. Now let's compare those to the Oracles. There's the Oracle. Here's, I think, the biggest complaint with the Oracles is that they stick out a little bit. Here in the back and here in the front. And Oracle says it's because they need extra space for heat dissipation, which if you've seen any of my other LED videos, you know that heat is a big killer of LEDs. So it's smart that they do that, but a lot of people don't like the looks. So we're going to see the differences between these and the Vette-Lights version. So the Vette-Lights version sticks out a little bit. Let's see how they compare to the Oracle. The Oracle seem to stick out a little bit more in the front than the Vette-Lights. Now, it's really not a bad thing that they stick out. Again, it's because of heat dissipation. You need the space for them to breathe. Let's check out the rears. All right, the Vette-Lights do stick out back there too. Now here's the rear Oracles. Now they definitely stick out a little bit more. There may be manufacturing differences to make some stick out further than others, but it might just be my set though. All right, so there's the differences, and here's my thoughts. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. It comes down to three things: price, looks, and the DOT designation. Now price is kind of a no-brainer. The Vette-Lights is less than half, maybe even closer to a third of the Oracle lights, depending on your options. Looks, that gets a little bit tougher. It depends on what you like. If you like the completely blacked out stealth look that doesn't show anything when it's not lit up, then the Oracle is for you. But if you kind of like the diffused glow of the laser line that looks kind of like a factory reflector, just darkened, then the Vette-Lights is for you. And then it comes down to the DOT designation. Now, some people care about that. Other people don't care about it at all. It's your decision to make on that, and just as long as you know and understand the local laws and regulations, and you all know how that works. What am I going to do? I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I'm actually, for a little while, going to run the Oracle on one side and the Vette-Lights on the other until I can make up my mind, because honestly, I like them both for different reasons. So I'm going to run them for a little while, and maybe I'll finally come up with a conclusion. I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion, though, on what you think I should run with, or which ones you just like better. Throw them in the description. I'd be happy to see those opinions. And of course, talking about the description, check the links to see how you can get yours. Don't forget to use a special link below if you want to order from Vette-Lights and you get a discount at checkout. And if you got any questions, by all means, hit me up. I'll do my best to answer them. So, as always, thanks for watching, and thanks once again to my friends at Vette-Lights for sending me these side markers to check out and bring them to you. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video for more product reviews, how-tos, and general garage life. Thanks for watching.